You know what separates a player who trains alone from a player who evolves alone? It's not the hours, it's not the drills, it's whether you're practicing movement or programming instinct. Most players go to the park, do some passing against a wall, maybe juggle for 10 minutes and call it training. But here's the truth nobody tells you. If you're not training with intention, you're not training at all. You're just repeating what you already know, and repetition without progression is just exercise. So if you're serious about transforming your game without a team, without a coach, without anyone watching, this is how you do it. By the end of this, you'll have a framework that turns solo sessions into the most efficient tool you have. Let's get into it. First thing you need to understand is something I call pressure simulation. It sounds technical, but it's dead simple. Pressure simulation is the art of creating decision-making chaos when you're the only one on the pitch. See, most players train in comfort, slow touches, perfect control. But in a real match, you never have time, you never have space. So training without pressure is like learning to swim on your bed. It doesn't translate. Think about how Bernardo Silva receives the ball. He doesn't just control it and look up. He's already scanning before the pass arrives. His body's already half-turned, and the second the ball touches his foot, he's moving into the next action. That's not luck, that's trained instinct. And the reason it works is because his brain has been wired to process information under time constraints. When you train alone, you replicate that by setting constraints. Give yourself 2 touches maximum. Use a timer. Every drill you do, add a consequence for hesitation. Make the ball your opponent. If you can't do it clean and fast when you're alone, you won't do it at all when someone's pressing you. The line that sticks is this: comfort in training equals panic in games. Next is something I call ghost defending. This is where most players completely miss the point of solo training. They think they need a defender to learn how to beat a defender. Wrong. You need to visualize the defenders so clearly that your body responds like they're real. Watch Vinicius Jr. when he's one-on-one. He doesn't just do step-overs for show. Every single movement is a reaction to where he imagines the defender's weight is shifting. He feints left because in his mind, the defender bit that direction, and his brain has done that sequence so many times in training that it's automatic. The science behind it is actually wild. Your nervous system doesn't distinguish much between imagined and real scenarios when the visualization is vivid enough. That's why boxers shadow box. That's why pilots use simulators. So when you're doing dribbling drills, don't just weave through cones. Imagine a defender lunging. Imagine their foot coming in for the tackle. React to them. Your cuts become sharper. Your touches get more purposeful. And when you finally face a real player, your body already knows what to do because you've done it 1,000 times in your head. Train against ghosts, and real players become easy. Now let's talk about load variance. This is the secret that separates someone who trains 3 times a week and sees no progress from someone who trains 3 times a week and becomes unrecognizable in 3 months. Load variance means you don't do the same thing every session. You don't even do the same intensity. One day you train speed, sharp, explosive movements, 10 seconds max effort, full rest, repeat. Another day you train endurance, longer drills, moderate pace, teaching your body to maintain technique when you're tired. Then you mix in a skill day where it's all about touch and creativity with 0 physical pressure. Look at how Mbappe trains versus how Modric trains. Mbappe's sessions are full of sprint work, reaction drills, and explosive changes of direction because his game is built on pace. Modric works on rhythm, angles, and technical repetition under fatigue because his game is about controlling tempo when everyone else is gassed. The principle works because your body adapts to specific stress. If you only train one way, you only improve in one dimension. But if you rotate your focus, you become complete. You become unpredictable. And the best part? You never get bored. Every session feels different because it is different. Variety isn't the spice of training, it's the foundation. Here's the one most players sleep on: tactical imagination. You think tactics are only for team training. Wrong again. Tactics are decision-making patterns, and decision-making is the one thing you must train alone. Every time you touch the ball, you should be asking yourself, where's the space? Where's the overload? If this were a match, what would I do next? Let's say you're doing a simple dribbling circuit. Don't just dribble. Dribble toward an imaginary teammate, or dribble into a passing lane and deliver a ball to a cone like it's a striker making a run. This is what players like De Bruyne do instinctively. He doesn't just see the pass, he sees the game state. He knows where players will be 2 seconds from now because he's trained his brain to read patterns. And and you can do that alone. Set up scenarios, create rules. If you beat this cone, you have to play a through ball. If you receive here, you have to turn and switch play. Suddenly, your solo session isn't just physical, it's cerebral. And when you step into a real match, you're not just reacting, you're predicting. Tactics aren't taught, they're imagined until they're instinct. Here's the shift that changes everything. Training alone isn't about becoming a one-man team. It's about becoming so sharp individually that when you do play with others, you elevate everyone around you. It's about building a foundation so solid that no matter the system, no matter the level, you're ready. The players you admire didn't get good because they had the best academies or the most expensive coaches. They got good because they were obsessed with improving when nobody was watching. They trained in the rain. They stayed late. They made every rep count. And that's what you're doing now. So here's what you do next. Take one concept from this video, just one: pressure simulation, ghost defending, load variance, or tactical imagination. Build your next session around it. Film yourself if you can. Watch it back, see where you hesitate, see where you're smooth. Then do it again, better. And if you want to go deeper, if you want drills, breakdowns, and a full training plan you can follow, check the link below. But more than anything, just start. The pitch is waiting, and so is the player you're about to become.